welcome to Midnight Slumber. I am your host, Zach Miller. Join me as we take a journey through the alternate realities that take place after midnight. A quick announcement. We have made a short web series for the spooky month of October. Check out our show, Mini Horror Stories, on YouTube. It's under the channel Miller Media, LLC. We hope you enjoy this fun series that my friend and I have made. Also, enjoy this creepy story called Car Thief. Something loud jolts me from my sleep. My ears ring with weird sounds as my vision tries to adjust to the darkness. The moonlight barely pours in through the shades, but it's enough for me to notice something about my room is off. The ceiling seems further away, and the walls are now slightly angled. I roll over onto my back and realize that the bed is somewhat slanted as my feet are higher than my head. I slowly sit up to what's going on, but I hear the floor creak as I do. I look around without moving my body to see if anyone else is there, and the only things I see are a nightstand and a dresser. Even my closet, which is open, only has a few coats and t-shirts hanging on the rack. My door has been shut, and with there being a nightlight in the hall, I would have noticed someone coming in. I slowly lean over, trying to see if something is lying next to my bed. I silently pray that nothing is there, and I find something else that I wasn't expecting. There's a massive crack on the floor next to my bed. I slowly reach down, trying to see if it is real, and before my hand touches the exposed wood, the floor creaks again. A loud cracking comes from below, and then an explosion of wood breaking underneath the weight of my bed. The sudden drop is short, but extremely violent. My bed breaks as it slams into the concrete floor of my garage. Dust, shards of wood, and carpet fill the air as it falls on top of me. I begin to cough as the dust fills my lungs. I struggle to get to my feet as the bed and blankets have entangled around me. A large piece of wood pins my right arm to my bed. I twist and turn, ripping my sleeve to free it, and clumsily roll out of bed onto my feet. I stand, looking back at my bed. Moonlight pouring in from the garage windows and the hole in the ceiling make it look like something ancient and important. The hole above it continues to crumble as the last little bits of debris sprinkle down. It's surreal looking up into my room. Everything seems fine as it is still all in its usual place. My garage, however, is much bigger than I remember. The walls are twice as high as they were just yesterday, and the length and width are 5 times their normal size. Random objects from my past moves are scattered everywhere. A dresser from when I was younger, an old coffee pot from my last move, and tons of other furniture I'd long forgotten. As I navigate the maze of clutter, I hear a noise from far off. Footsteps that are slowly getting closer. I look around and determine that they are coming from outside the garage. I can see up the street, but just barely, thanks to a street lamp posted outside. My dark blue car is the only thing sitting out on my driveway. I push aside some boxes and manage to get close to the windows, and as I look out, the footsteps stop. Off to my left is a set of bushes that block most of my view. Part of the street and some houses are on my right. However, their lights are off, and there are no cars in their driveways. In front of me is my driveway with my car. Just past that is the street lamp and the rest of the street that fades into darkness. Even the moonlight isn't illuminating that portion of the road. The street lamp begins to flicker and then burst. The road goes dark, but now, someone is standing underneath that broken light. They are tall, almost as tall as the lamp, and their eyes shine from the moonlight. The tall man begins to step forward, and the footsteps follow. This person slowly looks around as it approaches the driveway. I quietly move back, trying to hide behind the boxes I had just pushed aside. I slowly peek out from behind the boxes to see where this man is heading, and he steps onto my driveway. Smoke pours from his body, disorienting his actual size and shape. He places his hand gently on top of the roof of my car. His fingers are long and sharp like knives, yet they move across the roof without causing a scratch. He bends his smoking head low to see inside my car, taking in everything as if he is looking for something specific. An object behind me comes crashing to the floor, shattering to pieces. I freeze, not looking to see what it was, but purely focusing on him. His head snaps in my direction, and he slowly makes his way over to the glass windows, looking left and right, trying to see into here. I duck even further behind the boxes, trying to hide from him altogether. My head and everything are out of view, and I cannot see him either. A gentle tap on the glass echoes in my ears, followed by a long moment of silence. Minutes go by as neither one of us moves, until he laughs. The garage begins to echo and moan, sounds I have never heard before. I look behind me, and everything is moving towards me at a rapid pace. I don't even have time to react or move when my bed comes barreling at me and pushes me towards the glass. Within a matter of seconds, I am within 2 feet of the glass, and I have slumped down as far as I can to keep my face away from his. However, he still sees me. His dark glass eyes are locked onto mine. Sharp white teeth shine in the moonlight as he smiles a sinister smile at me. The wall has stopped moving now as I brace my legs against the garage door. He lets out his laugh one more time as he reaches his hand through the glass without breaking it. The smoke that is coming off him stinks of burnt hair and overly fried pork. His hand slowly lands next to mine on the floor. He grabs hold of my car keys, which I hadn't even noticed until now. Slowly lifting them, they pass through the glass just like his hand. He tilts his head sideways and tells me, "Thanks." I hear him slowly walk off and open my car's door. The door slams shut as the engine revs. I slowly rise to my feet and see him wave back at me as he drives off with my car. I call the police, but the person on the other side just mumbles. I try to get them to speak clearer when terror strikes me. The person on the other line laughs the same laugh as that creature. I pull my phone away as I see more eyes in the darkness, staring back at me. Thank you for listening to tonight's episode. Please leave a comment and check out our social media on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. We would love to hear your thoughts of tonight's episode. I'm your host, Zach Miller, and thanks for listening. Have a good midnight slumber.